Alright, we do a little sound check real quick. Turn on my speakers real quick though. Sound check before we start. Make sure we're good to go. Oh, it sounds like trash per usual. Alright, check. I had to restart voice meter, see if it works. Hopefully it's a little bit clearer now. Alright, we are good to go for that. OBS up. Ready, set, go. Make sure that's good. Put my chat over here. Alright, welcome back everyone. After much deliberation and thought, I think we need to re-roll. I think I had screwed up my character pretty bad, and even on normal, it's pretty harsh as far as the difficulty goes. And so I think it's a better idea just to go ahead and get to where we were last night. One of the factors is that we got a huge strength debuff last night, and it's like 700 gold to kind of undo it. And so I think I kind of messed up on the proficiencies and things, stuff like that. So probably a restart. Thinking a Paladin will be where we need to go. Thinking about a Paladin or a Druid. But I think I messed up my Inquisitor, so I probably won't do that. What I can do is that when we level up our Bard or something like that, I can make her like a Hunter or a Ranger and get that companion that I need to do that for. So we'll at least have our companion, but I think I do need to have someone a little bit more stronger. So I'll probably just do a cleric. I'm about doing a crusader cleric, but there wasn't a whole lot of the benefits and abilities to get if you are a crusader. So think about maybe a paladin. Paladin has a little bit more spells and stuff to use. So yeah, I'm gonna re-roll. We'll just get back to where we were last night, and we're gonna avoid the spider cave until we get our full party. We were kind of running around trying to level up. But the thing is, the level progression is kind of out of whack right now, as we kept dying over and over and over again. And so I think that if we kind of do the side stuff, okay, whatever. Yeah. So we're gonna redo the side stuff. Well, not do the spider cave because that gives us a huge strength debuff. So I want to make sure we avoid the spider cave later. We're gonna go ahead and do a new game. Tell you what, it was eating up my GPU though, this game. It was crazy. I'm not sure if because it was our normal mode. Alright, yeah, so we're just gonna do normal. We'll do that. Create a new character next. I think what I'll do is we are also a half elf, and half elves I guess weren't really good with what we were doing, so I guess I'll do a human this time. Let's change his face a little bit. Make him look like our portrait guy over here. And some black hair. I mean, that's fun. Human, so human has a feat. Feat authorized character to circumvent rules or restrictions, and then he has skilled. Humans gain additional skill rank at first level and additional rank whenever they gain a level. Alright, so this is the hard part. What kind of class do we use? I was thinking let's get this Hospitaller for a Paladin. Has a lot more stuff and spells here, as you can see. Mercy. Paladin's Lay on Hands ability. Lay on Hands is actually a healing spell, which I think would be pretty useful. It hurts undead, which we ran into an undead champion last night. We got our butts absolutely whooped from this guy. So I was thinking about that. Hospitaller, Divine Guardian. This one actually I think gives an Aurora. This one has Mercy too, but I don't know what the difference between this one. Hospitallers. This channel positive energy. Charisma modifier uses ability does not expend use of the hands. It's a channel healer. That might be pretty nice. Divine Guardian. This has lay on hands. This has Divine Troth. Once per day, the Divine Guardian pledges her protection to a willing creature for the day. Wait, this is guarding hands. Divine Grace. Does not gain access to divine spellcasting. Okay, what about this one then? I guess this is the divine spellcasting they're talking about. So we could do a Divine Guardian. Saving throw is a Fortitude and Will. Don't know what a saving throw is, but at least with this I can do simple weapons and all types of armor, so I can do at least a heavy weapon. Have like a great sword and a heavy weapon. I think that'd be pretty good. We have we're gonna be nice anyway, so alignment doesn't really hurt us, I guess, as far as that. It's not a negative for what we have to do. We have Divine Trosh and Courageous Defense. Okay, feet. And then we have, oh, this guy's positive energy as well. Divine Weapon Bond. Upon the level, Paladin forms a divine bond with her weapon. As a standard action, she can call upon the Slayer Celestial Merit for 1 minute Paladin level. Okay. This is knowledge, lore of nature, knowledge, arcana, persuasion, lore, religion. Let's think about this one. What's this one I was talking about? Aurora of Resolve. Yeah, this is what I was looking at. These Auroras. Level 8. Level 8. Level 8 again. Lay on hands. And this one is guarding hand. Divine Guardian. What's the difference between that and a regular Paladin though? This one gets a spell right here. Roar of Courage. This one gets the Roar of Courage quicker. I know this one does too. Courageous Defense. Oh no, it's not the same. This one has the Roar of Courage. It's fear effects. Like that's pretty good. Good Paladin. This one has alignment, okay. Lawful. Go ahead and do that one. Oh no, just it's so hard to build a character when you don't know what you're doing. That's the tough part. Divine. Oh, what these other ones are. They're kind of grayed out down there. Here to see a regular Paladin. Roar of Righteousness. So evil against evil will be actually pretty good for fear effects, but I was thinking about Druid as well. Spell like Fae. Deep shift into a wolf. And the Alchemist looked pretty good, but I don't know how viable he is. You know? Go just do a regular Paladin, I guess. Courageous Defense. Basically, this person is immune to fear, but this one gives a +4 to fear to everyone. This is a ranged healer. This one and this one. Smite evil. So smite evil is actually pretty good for us. Problem is we don't get a whole lot of smite compared to this one. So we get channel positive energy and we get a divine health. That's pretty cool. This one gets divine health too, I guess. Charisma on saving throws. Roar of life. So we basically trade smite for Aurora of life. This one. I feel like this one's pretty good. Let's go with Hospitaler. Need strength, condition, charisma. Easy enough. Constitution, strength, charisma. Okay. Do a Constitution racial bonus. Give us some more health. Just +1 health. So defense is high. Bonus for strength. Attack value +3. Okay, so melee attacks is +3. So AC. Your armor class represents the hardest your opponent land a solid damaging blow. Your AC is the following: damage, shield bonus, dexterity modifier plus other modifiers. Okay. So we need knowledge of world of Arcana, world, lord, religion. I think religion's probably pretty good. Persuasion's pretty good for talking. Knowledge of the world is pretty good too. So these green dots mean that you want to use these. This is like your recommended stats that you want to do. So I'm gonna double check the microphone just in case. Quick. So we can do weapon focus, which is highly coordinative defense. So I have all types of armor proficiencies and simple weapons, so I don't really need to do armor focus. Alertness is pretty good, but weapon focus is also here. Choose one certain type of weapon. You gain a +1 attack on it. Great fortitude. Iron will. What's this one do? Will saving throws, reflexes, or meta magic spells, persuasive. Power attack. So yeah, skill, stealthy throw, anything. Toughness. Gain 3 hit points. You gain 3 hit points for every hit die you possess beyond 3. You gain an additional 1 hit point. Toughness actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna go with toughness. So I have a feat. Okay, so I can actually do weapon focus here too. Flail. Glaive. Dang, I don't know what kind of weapon I want to use though. Glaive sounds pretty cool though. Glaive or flail sounds really cool. Well, let's hold on. I like the one. I mean, I like the one roll. I like that. Wait. Okay, hold on. In melee, every time you miss because of concealment, you can re-roll your mischance percentile roll one time if you actually hit. That's actually really good. We were missing so much because of concealment. I actually like this blind fight one. Coordinated defense. I think I might do this one. Blind flight. The next level, I'll see if I can get a weapon focus or something, but alright, so let's look at the god person we want. Rory, Master of Masters, the perfect human. Domains, healing, law, knowledge, rune strength. That's actually domains, fire, healing, sun. You get a favorite weapon as well. Shaylin, the Eternal Rose. Favorite Warhammer for Torag, Father of Creation. Law Protection. I want the light crossbow, I don't really want that one. Longbow, don't want that. The Glory, Good, Law, Sun, and War. Light of the Sword. I think that sounds pretty cool. We can get at least a longsword for a favorite weapon right off the bat. And like all the alignments are lawful good, neutral good, lawful neutral. So we want a lawful person. So we get a feat at level 3. I don't think that's what these two are. These are feats. So at level 3 we'll get another one.
I have no use for this.
Everyone count.
This is my path. Forwards!
Go with Brave. We'll go with Neth the 10th. Enter name. Val. Valk. Val. Val something. Val. Arthas. So do lawful good as a alignment. So simple martial weapons. I think the weapons will actually tell us if we are a simple. We have 18 hit points right off the bat. I think that's pretty good. Martial weapons, proficiency, and simple weapons. Which is all types of armor, so we can do a heavy armor, be fine. Don't have any spells. We have Smite Evil, which is pretty good. So we have feats, we have all the martial weapons. What is martial weapons? It says that what it doesn't have. You become proficient in all simple weapons. I need to know what simple weapons is. Here we go, guys. Hopefully this is good. I think it will be though. I just watched other streamers and they've been having a lot of trouble with even the normal mode on this game, which is pretty crazy. Uh-oh, I have a spinning mouse cursor.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
I have a bow.
Where are they? This is taking forever! They didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
Probably.
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori sword lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming!
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Continue.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
Why not recognize the Stag Lord as Baron?
That's a good point. As I see it, this Stag Lord already holds power over the region with confidence. Many noble bloodlines were started by bandits who just got lucky, weren't they?
Continue.
Perhaps because we do have standards to maintain. This room has seen many celebrations of adventurers, and even those who just got lucky. But giving a noble title to a bandit lord? That's one thing that's never happened here, and it won't while I still breathe.
There's a whole team of us. Who exactly will receive the Baron's title?
I will, of course. I am the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
Continue.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
Such a Debbie Downer.
If I may please answer the question. We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
All right, it's clear as day.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition.
Continue.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
In dialogue.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
I'm Arthas. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something.
Continue.
How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is Barons wear. It doesn't matter.
Underwear.
I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Wait, a book?
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
Yeah.
And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or God forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
Not a bad plan. It's settled then. I'll accomplish the feats and you'll write them down.
Deal. All right. I'm going to my room to write about tonight.
In dialogue.
It is done.
Okay. Next the area. I think we have a great sword right now. I need to check my equipment. Oh, right here.
Help! Help!
Lindsay burst into your room. Help, help. Okay.
The mansion's under attack. We need to help.
Continue.
Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
Continue. As the link indicates, Lindsay's word, a scream echoes from the hallway. No, come back. Oh. You're not going anywhere. Alright, General, combat happens in real time, but you can pause at any time. Dice rolls, most game mechanics are based on Pathfinder role-playing game system, and uses dice rolls to determine the actions. Most die has 20 sides. It's used for both checks and attacks. Initiative. When the battle starts, your combatant makes an initiative check, higher initiative. Earlier the character can act. Okay, next. Attack roll. Then strike an opponent. Main attacks, hit damage, armor class, stats and others, and then, okay, this is the most important. AC is the most important. Higher character's armor class, the more difficult it is to successfully attack them. It combines many factors such as equipment stats, dexterity bonus, passive abilities, etc.
Charge! We can do it!
What kind of weapon do I have right now? Okay, I do have a sword. Great sword. I do have charge. Smite evil as well. Trophies can interact with various objects such as bodies of dead opponents by clicking on them. Interactive objects, you can hold tab. Like this. Go ahead and go to the door. Go find Lindsay. Actually, let's go here. Hold on, lady. Up, dead. Lindsay's journal. Switch press J for journal. Like some stuff. We'll walk through here.
It is done.
Defensively, smite evil, charge. Oh, let's go ahead and loot this guy real quick. Oh, we have this bookcase. Let's go ahead and that. Collect all. It's a little bit different than Pillars of Eternity, where you have you can sort of fast forward and make time go fast. What shall I do with this one? We'll finish him later. He won't get away.
Strike with all your might.
Let's do this one.
Falter. Forwards.
Oof, missed him. Oh.
We can do it.
All in 1 damage.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory.
Continue.
Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before.
Okay.
We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the stolen lands.
Continue.
Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend.
All right, so last playthrough, I actually equipped the ring, so I'm not going to now. I'm going to see what happens. But if you are interested in what happens, let me know and I'll tell you.
Now.
See what happens. Companions, okay. Backspace to select them all. Yeah, fair enough. Copper ring.
Onwards.
Yeah, so I think we should have combat here. Demoralize, Daze, and he has Zap, Fear. Advanced combat spells. Lindsay and Tartusio are capable of casting spells. To use a spell, click on it, icon, action panel. Or you can use all spells available to open a spellbook by pressing B. It automatically appears in the first free slot in the action bar. Ability, most paired usable abilities, which may be limited in certain charges. Use an ability, click on the icon. Okay. Attack of opportunity. Some actions performed close to arm opponent can provoke them the additional attack upon your character. It's not opponent's turn. Tactical flow. Hold out unknown binding while game is paused. Make it move slower for better combat control. Okay, well. Oof.
Serves you right. You deserved it.
Just die already.
Need a heal.
I won't give up.
Okay, each character has a certain amount of hit points. Observe they lose consciousness after a combat is over. The character will get back up and controlled again. A character can survive some negative hit points, but their amount must be equal or greater to their constitution score. If the character dies, you resurrect them with a special spell. Point potions, okay. Spindle items. Quick slot.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, lots of potions. So let's get inventory. Let's go ahead and throw potions on our guys. Incense. Oh, okay. Throw some potions onto Lindsay's. Okay, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and save Twitch 2. No, put second Twitch. There we go.
March on.
We're gonna get all the loot we can, so let's go ahead and get all these rooms. Easy to get all this little bit loot as we're here, obviously, and then we can sell it by the time we get out of here.
Stopping now.
Everyone's dead. They killed the cook. Anything else? Nope.
It is done.
Cooking Almanac of the Inner Sea. I wonder if never really found out how to Hey, that's not it. info. Oh, is this one? I don't know how the books necessarily work. I don't know if you have to read them or only certain people can read them or whatever.
It's the end for you rats!
Go, 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 go.
Time to get my hands. They dare to attack me?
Any last wishes?
Boom. Barbarian's face destroyed with rage. She grinds her teeth and sweat drips from her forehead. Noticing Tertius, she swings her sword, stops in time. Oh, it's you. Stay out from under my feet. I'll strike you down.
Blood for Gorum!
Okay.
Barbarians.
Yeah,
I think
barbarians
that's
indeed.
exactly how heroes should be.
Oh my
What,
gosh.
stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
Savored sting. Quenchable fire. Goddess of lust and revenge. Whatever. Gather our party for venturing forth. There they are, the assassins. This is your last chance. Drop your weapons and we'll spare your lives. So generous, I'm afraid I can't offer you the same courtesy. Hey, you ugly mug, get him. He runs over that guy. Dang. Yeah, stomp that guy. Alright, let's go, 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 go.
No stopping now.
All these. All this.
Onwards.
We can't go down there. But we really need to, but. Skill check. Successful to do a variety of tasks. Some like traps arm 10 multiple times.
Applause, please.
There we go.
March
Can you
on.
make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Out of my way!
This is where I step in.
Charge. Oof. Ow. Sneak attack. He's right there. Sneak attack.
Leave this one to me.
Lindsay attacks. Miss. Miss. Oh my gosh. You kidding me? Oh. Go ahead and use a potion.
It is done.
Alright. Let's open this door.
Anything else?
Break the armory door and find some weapons. There we go. Press tab to highlight interactive objects.
I always have a second plan. What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
What? No, we're heroes, not thieves.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over.
No distractions. If you haven't forgotten, they're trying to kill us.
Finally, a voice of reason.
Do what you
For a
want.
paladin, we gotta
I
be
don't
nice.
care. It was just a suggestion. But there's a lot of money in that chest, and with all these bandits running around, it wouldn't be any better if they stole it.
Yeah, we'll yeah, so our last playthrough we actually did take the money. But I want to see what happens when we don't take the money.
Stopping now.
Can I do it? I'm not doing necessarily the opposite of what we're doing because it still have to be good. Encumbrance. I think we're encumbered then.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jathal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
They did.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right.
Ooh.
I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Alright, let's get to it, chat. Perception skill check. Trickery. Okay.
Follow me.
Alright, nothing here, so let's go ahead and go slow.
I see
Oh,
something.
there we go. Yeah, see if Lindsay can undo it.
Applause, please.
Alright.
Would you look at that? Applause, please. I see something.
Yeah, just get Lindsay roll up and see if any more
I
traps.
failed.
No,
I'm sorry.
try again.
It's just not my lucky
Oh
day.
my gosh.
Anything else?
Goodness. Only took you like 5 tries. Scrolls, okay. Oh, here's a chest. Let's go and take this. Alright. Get our party together and we'll move into this room. May have a decent fight in here. What are you dallying for? I'm telling you, Jamadi's cache has to be here somewhere. We'll hurry it up before... Stop! Someone's coming.
Unworthy.
Strike with all your might. We won't falter.
Oof. Alright. Easy enough.
I'll make my own.
You have
legend.
my attention.
No stopping now.
Alright, we're just go ahead and go through here. The awards are not that great for this puzzle, and I want to kind of get through this so we can go and catch up where we need to be.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me!
Forwards!
Wretched thing.
Serves you right.
Die already!
Alright. Miss, miss. Oh, get me dodging. There's an archer back here. Go ahead and heal our main guy.
Yes.
Okay, cure light wounds. Got him. Alright. Pick up all this stuff. A lot of dead people here, though.
March on.
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette.
Okay, dialogue skill
hovering over
checks.
me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
Diplomacy 15. Aren't you being a bit premature? Look at yourself. You barely got a scratch.
You're wrong.
No.
Who would know better than I the severity of my own wounds? I can feel the last drops of vital force leaving me.
Quit the axe, stay in a fight, or I'll really send you to your final rest.
How rude, speaking to a dying man that way. Look, I can't even move. What? It can't be. But I'm gravely wounded. I can't even stand on my own 2 feet. Watch. It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service.
And dialogue. It's funny.
No stopping now.
Spell conversion.
I'm still here.
Bane.
Onwards.
Alright, let's go ahead and go this way. Formations, okay. Go ahead and do a custom formation. Let's go ahead and put our 2 melees up front, and then we'll do our... I'm not sure what the priest is, but I want to kind of have him in the back. Just in case.
Follow me.
Let's talk to this guy.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere.
Continue.
Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
I'll go immediately.
May Abadar keep you safe.
And dialogue. Run through the fire. Illustration book episodes. Some play out as illustrated book episodes. The decision you make during these episodes can have a drastic impact on development of the game's plot. Okay. And so our adventure started earlier and much more tragic than we expected. The whole team who gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced but a handful of brave souls led by Arthas. Jamandi Adora was waiting for us, but we had to get to her. We'd have to march through fire, literally. As we approached the burning building, we drenched ourselves with buckets of water. Prudence is key to victory. Before moving through the fire, we thoroughly wet our clothes and hair. After that, we covered our noses and mouth and rushed inside. It's a good thing we had wasted any time. After we entered the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us is slanted and crushed down with a terrible crackling sound, blocking the way. While we may not have had planned on going back, if we had come a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks would have fallen right on our heads. Regardless, we were left with the only way to go. The hot air burned our lungs, and our eyes watered from smoke, but Arthas led us stubbornly through the flames. We made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall when we heard someone calling for us. It was Valerie, one of the guards I chatted with a bit in the banquet hall. Even in the calming setting, I've been stunned by her beauty. But now amid the smoke and flames, she looked like a celestial avenger, an armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor mortals. She held a burning and barely living guard in her arms. There are 2 more, she shouted as she passed by us. They are wounded. Help me pull them out. Tertutia grumbled something about Jamandi waiting for us. Meanwhile, Arthas athletics. Let's go ahead and run for him. Saving the poor fellows didn't take us long. Together we lifted them up and carried them away from the fire. Only did that Valerie pause to catch her breath and wipe a sweat from her face. Thank you, that was truly noble of you. And now let us rush to Lady Aldori's aid. Ensuring the guards we rescued were relatively safe, we made our way to the hall where the battle was already in full swing. 89 experience. Let's go ahead and make sure we save. In case something happens.
It is done.
Right, let's go through the door, see what happens. Reinforcements are on the way. Say your prayers, scum. Alright, gonna check. Alright, let's say I check the microphone, but we're good. Alright, so they have a good amount here.
Yes, I'm still here.
Bless. Okay, see if I have any other buffs.
You have my attention.
Time further.
Enlighten me.
Burning hands. Okay, so I need you like right here.
Anything is possible.
I'll use that.
Stand ready.
My guy will go
It is
here.
done.
The angels
Valerie
here.
As you
go here.
Who will prevail? Doesn't matter.
Okay. So we have that. So let's go ahead and have my guy hit this guy.
Can do it.
Serves you right.
She is right here. Let's go ahead and throw acid right here. Doors right here. Hit her up.
Unworthy.
Dollars right here. Let's hit her this side.
as one.
You deserve it.
Jump on over here.
Wretched things.
I won't give up.
Right. Oh, I'm figured. Okay.
Despicable.
Okay. Everyone's running in fear, I think, right now.
Any last wishes?
Okay. Good. Good. Can use a potion.
Strike with all your might.
We'll try to left one guy over
This
here.
is where I step in.
Relatively unscathed. Collect all the loots. We have everyone. Save that troll down there. Map. Alright, let's talk to her.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger, and that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
Show your hands. What ring? What are you talking about?
Lady Aldori, I saw it with my own eyes. The ring must be in his pocket. Search him and I'm sure...
Enough, Tartuccio. I'm still the one giving orders
Got
here.
him.
We won't be searching anyone. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against
Oh, that's
another.
less exciting.
I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand.
Mary spits on the floor with contempt.
He's got the eyes of a spy. And the mug of a spy!
A mug.
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
So lawful neutral. Forgive me for my trespass. In my defense, we were in the middle of a battle and dire need of weapons.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
Yeah.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but
Oh my gosh.
your words display a lack of wisdom.
You're such a Debbie Downer. I don't want you in my party anyway.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here?
Buffed everyone?
He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
Neutral good. Diplomacy 12. People were dying in front of me. How could I just walk by?
Trying to save others is commendable, but Tartuccio's right. You were needed here more.
That's dumb, because last time I didn't choose to save everyone. Then she's like, you should have saved everyone. I'll be fine without you.
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but he behaved decently as a true leader.
Eternal Rose.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the Stolen Lands.
Sure.
Lady Aldori, most of those who are to set off for the Stolen Lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
Continue.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
Better be me.
If my leader allows, I would join his team.
Yes.
He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
That's alright. I didn't get her last time either, so.
Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
And something else, but we'll talk about that later.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for
Coming
you,
with you.
Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
Yeah.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the Stolen Lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navacta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Leviton's trading post.
Yes, we'll get the trading post
He's
again.
been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel
Okay, got
supplies.
camping supplies, rations, sign scroll, Razor Dead.
I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution.
Okay, experience.
While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patax. But you should know that it isn't just Patax we need to worry about. The Royal House of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless.
Okay.
And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
Alright, team, we're heading out. We have 3 months, which somehow that's just 80 days instead of 90. Nonetheless. That was the other thing is
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware,
everyone.
Stolen Lands. Heroes are on the way.
Yeah, so that was the thing is like I think I really screwed up my Inquisitor when I first started because I kind of didn't know the mechanics, so I think that was the problem. I think survivability is gonna be a huge issue. The hell are we? It's literally not letting me push this way. It's literally not letting me do that. What the heck is going on here? Something bugged because I couldn't, every time I moved up there, it kept scrolling down. I wasn't pressing anything, so. Yeah, see? Stupid. So do know the trading post is to the east. Get this random encounter. Oh, just this guy.
Let us strike as one!
Tear them apart! We can do it!
Serves you right.
I won't give up!
So why aren't you? Drink.
Strike with all your might!
Got him. High time to set up camp and rest. Alright. So basically every night you can, or I say every night, but you can camp. It's a very important part of traveling, so we're just gonna, that was the introduction to how to camp. Alright, so let's manage this. Last time they defaulted on stuff that was not very good. See, like stealth, like -4. Why would I want him there? No sense. Look at that, +7. Watch. Cooking is +4. Let's see what she is. -1. Yes, we'll put our guy here. Hunting +5. See, that makes sense. Rations needed 4. We have 4. And do that. We could do hunting. Watch order. Since we don't, well, we need cooking actually. We just don't need hunting. If we have rations, we don't have to go out and hunt like we usually do. That's the one thing I didn't realize last time.
Amiri, why don't you wear serious armor? Your entire body is covered in scars.
That's what I'm talking about.
So what? I'm a barbarian, not some princess. It's like that with us. The more scars, the better.
So like, yeah, your armor is kind of ineffective. Main cook's bold recipe, aka me. Usually wearing a bikini to battle, so there's that.
It is done.
Alright, we are good to go. Inventory weight is too great. Let's see what kind of armor we can throw away. 7 gold. 5. 6. Drop this. Now we'll go ahead and drop these clubs. These clubs are only worth 3 gold, so we're just going to go ahead and drop them. They're 3 pounds each. Oh, still need more. I'm going to keep this torch, because last time I didn't and I regretted it. Masterwork light mace, ooh. Heavy mace, ooh. Great axe, I kind of want to keep that though. It's like the armor. 25 gold, that's pretty good. Hide armor. Branded mail. Max dexterity. Chain mail. But you are heavy mail too. Branded mail, yeah. Tower shield, tower shield. I wonder if I can equip them with weapons. I wonder if that'll take down my overload. This is a one-handed mace, and this is a battle axe. This is a heavy mace, which is one-handed. Do a light and heavy-handed. if I want to do that. Or I can just give her a two-handed great axe. Then I can give her like 2 light maces or something like that. Dual wield. Hide armor. This is 10 pounds for 1 gold. We're dropping that. Yeah, definitely dropping this crap. She wears hide armor. Light, medium. 4 max dexterity. How about this one? I think we're fine. We don't really need to get rid of all our stuff yet or anything. Give my guy the bracers. We'll do like a one-handed torch and a like a one-handed longsword. Yeah, that's a dagger. I don't really want daggers. I can kind of dual wield a torch or something like that, in case we need it. Yeah, yeah. So like 10 pounds for 1 gold is not worth it. We are gonna get to the trading post, but we may have another random encounter. But between here and there, I think there's at least 1 scripted one. Just what I've learned from what I've learned last time. So. Oh, we missed the turn. Wait, no, we didn't. Okay.
We should gather our strength.
Either or literally just right outside the see how hunting goes. Hopefully it's really good. We're literally just like right outside the trading post, but I don't want to have that debuff as we go in here because there's going to be bandits right at the trading post. It's having that -2 strength debuff as soon as you walk in from like being overweight down or tired or something like that is very detrimental going into a battle, so I want that.
It is done.
I think the bandits are here. We'll see. Boken, where are you going? The name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority in the stolen lands who demand this week's tax and some beer. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money and we'll be on our way. If you drink some blood, you want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think you control everything around here just because you put up a painted rag of yours? You come here, squeeze us dry, and come and sees us. Oleg, a large man with a rough face, stops talking and notices you. Ah, you must be the guest from Rostov. Attack. My task is clear. My task is to clear this land of bandits, and I'll start now. Retreat. We're too few for this fight. Let's call for help from the camp. No way. It just means we can rob a few idiots instead of just one. Tarms, everyone.
To victory!
I think this person's gonna get away.
We can do it!
Let us strike as one!
Tear them apart!
Serves you right.
Yeah!
Oof. Oh, I hit him in the head. Miss, miss, miss. Oh, dead.
You deserved it.
Oh my gosh, you suck. That's an ogre guy too. Pew, pew. Got him. Man, you suck. Lindsay. Attack roll modifier 5. +2 flanking, +2 leather armor. Alright.
No stopping now.
Take that, you scoundrels. Oleg shakes his fist, but now he scratches his head and stares at the ground gloomily. Girl got away, a plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now what are we to do? He sighs heavily. If only I could send Sevlana somewhere safe and show those rats what's what. He noticed a fine-haired woman approach. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. It's all over. I saw it. I just need to be sure you are all right. The woman looks at her husband tenderly, if with a hint of sorrow. Oleg mumbles something as he looks away embarrassed. My wife Sevlana, I'm sorry your arrival to our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. Like to see your goods. Don't know what good trading will serve if those bloodsuckers come back and take everything, but have a look. Because I have a bunch of crap. Yeah, we're gonna pretty much just throw everything in here. Actually, let's keep the torch just in case. Pretty much got everyone whatever armor they needed, so we're just gonna throw all the armor in here too. Plus, we'll go back out and explore, so we'll have plenty of time and opportunities to sell stuff or get more stuff and sell it. It was only 300 gold. Oh, I forgot what my guy was good at. Who are you? Oh, Bogan. Abilities. Guild. Longsword. Oh, I didn't choose, yeah, that proficiency last time. Gonna level our people up. Alright, class, so we'll go Paladin. What is that? Dragon Disciple, that sounds pretty freaking cool. We'll go Paladin. So we'll go next. Give us some Constitution. Or not. Oh, 0 points. Okay. Range attacks +2, melee attacks +4. We'll do a religion, persuasion, and then we'll do like a world. Okay, so we have new abilities. Lay on hands, self and others. Okay, simple martial weapons proficiency. Okay. Valerie. She's a fighter. Combat feat. These spells we'll go with okay, no hunting points here, so we need to do athletics. We'll do lore, nature, and knowledge of arcana. Well, actually no. Do some more lore. We can do athletics, I guess. Oh, I can only do 1 point per time, okay. Yeah, I kind of want to do more athletics, but I can't. Max rank value is 2, yeah, so I can only get so much. Oh, combat feat, okay. But I have dodge. Toughness, yeah, toughness is really good. Shield wall, and I don't want that. Focus. So do I have armor focus? Just by 1. Do weapon focus, but I feel like that's armor focus would be pretty nice, but blind fight is pretty good too though. Combat mobility. You get a +4 dodge bonus roll to armor class attacks, chance of opportunity caused when you move out or within a threatened area. Combat reflexes. Dexterity bonus. As his feat receive competence award. Maneuver. Whenever you're just an ally, +2 competence bonus maneuver checks. Adjacent to an ally who is this feat, you receive endurance. Ooh, hello. Gain +2 bonus on athletic checks, +4 bonus on fortitude save attack. I think that's pretty good. Field wall. I don't have anyone else doing a shield, so that's not actually that great, but I could do endurance. I feel like that's pretty good. +2 athletics check. Burst barrier. Flex saves, okay. I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah, if once you play a little bit and you re-roll, you kind of understand where everything's going from. So I have this bard, but I kind of want to do a ranger. Inquisitor, maybe. Sacred Huntmaster. I get an animal companion if I do this one. Stern Gaze. Tactical Leader. Monster Tactician. I like Sacred Huntmaster maybe better. Then I can get the Summon Companion, Detect Magic, Domain Selection, Stern Gaze, Orisons. And then I actually get proficiency in all simple weapons plus short bows and stuff. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a Rapier, Star Knife, Great Sword, Heavy Flail, Scimitar. Shaylin. Glaive. Good, evil, natural good, chaotic good. Serene, which is a scimitar, and we'll go Shaylin. We'll just go Shaylin. Okay, and then we'll do a Resistant Touch, Wisdom modifier. Bit of luck. Touch can link your standard action, giving a bit of luck. Next round, target rolls. Favorable result. Good domain. Touch good. Holy Lance. I like the charm one. Electricity damage. Holy Lance, get a weapon to holy weapon bar, player level. Protection, resistant charge, roar of protection. That's actually pretty cool. Protection domain. Protection domain. All right, and then we have medium, small, medium, natural armor. I don't know what the difference is this and this one, and like I don't know what these different types mean. Bear sounds pretty cool. Giant centipede. Special attacks poisoned. Monitor lizard. Simedalian. Wolf. Oh, a giant centipede sounds pretty cool. Attack gore hooves. And then this one's a attack bite poison. I think the centipede is actually pretty good. The poison's actually, it looks pretty strong. Okay, wow. Dexterity, I think, is actually well, dexterity is right there. Trickery. Let's do trickery. Lore. Bardic knowledge. Identify monsters you're calling all about data. Okay, let's do can't do trickery. Mobility. Sure-footed for racial. Let's do that. Perception, magic device. Stealth. Like stealth isn't that great. Okay. Stunning Berry is actually pretty good in True Strike. Oh, look at him. Yeah, I think that's actually, having the companion is really good, but this poison attacks would be really helpful, I think. I do have Barbarian, but I don't know if I want to, like, butcher up with other stuff too, though. Like a two-handed fighter. Fighter. Fighting school. Combat feat. Do uncanny dodge. I don't know if like a two-handed fighter. Fighting school benefits only if using two-handed weapons. Okay. I could do a barbarian, I guess, too. Danger stance. Two-handed fighter. We already have a fighter, I guess, too, though. That's the thing. Story defender. Dueling sword. Nah. I'll put that one. Crusader bonus feat. So barbarian, we have to do athletics, mobility, lore, procession, persuasion. So this is actually strong grip. Does CMD and CMD on sunder attempts. Strong grip. Fighter bonus feats. So there's a lot of feats on this one. A decent amount of feats, but see these abilities. The damage reduction is actually pretty sick, but what's this one? Can he dodge? Oh, I kind of like the two-handed fighter because then we can get a strong grip. Athletics, do mobility, do nature. Oh, okay. Endurance. Yeah, definitely endurance. So we actually wear heavy armor now. Right? Not that I have any heavy armor now, but
What's your
I go here. Abilities. I'm proficient with heavy armor, so I wonder if I can upgrade her to heavy armor now. Without having any kind of debuff. Oversized enhancement. A bonus for combat maneuver, and we get 16 defense plus 1 initiative. Abilities, charge, acrobatics, bastard sword proficiency. Exhaustion. Alright, let's get to the point. You say bandits are going to attack again. Who are they and when will they arrive? Oleg waves his hands sullenly. Who are they? They are the Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut, and you just stir them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect that they'll return in full force half a day or less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are like demons and men. You have nothing to fear. We'll help you deal with the attack. Appreciate good intentions. I may not have the best manners, but Oleg Livingston, last time you hear, curse from being ungrateful. If we manage to defend this post, I'll order you proper. Gotta have the Savlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now, we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around and maybe some tools we use for battle. There are some pretty solid traps around here. Some tar and some boxes of alchemist fire, looks like. Gonna go look around. Alright.
I need a challenge.
Oh, so in here. Use trap to kill bandits. So what we'll do is we're gonna use the traps in front of the gate, and then we'll use the tar, and then we'll set them on fire. It'll work. Look at my formation. I may have to readjust my formation. A bunch of melee people, that's the problem. Okay. Let's look in here. Alright, spell tar near a train post entrance helps slow down bandits. So we'll do that. We'll see what's in this box. Loots.
March on.
Let's talk to Boken real quick. Frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained tower robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Boken, local herbalist. What brings you here? We can use your help. You help fighting the bandits. Where's this come from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider it. That's my help in the fight. Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm an herbalist. Make potions and sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. Boken size. I live in the forest, live off the land. Since leaving Rostov for these parts, I ended up in a merchant here in Oleg and Solana's post. They let me in out in out of kindness, help me with things. They bring me water or firewood when it's cold, and occasionally a barrel of honey. They're good people. We'll talk later.
No stopping now.
Okay. Yep, here's some renovated well. Suspicious.
It is done.
I wonder who has the alchemist fire.
Follow me.
Guess that's it. Save the game. Let's get back to the possible attack. If you keep dallying, we'll end up with the attackers rather than about them. They're even willing to talk. They claimed they were collecting taxes. Why? Staglord and his cronies, of course. Staglord fancies himself as the king of these parts. He may have some antlers or a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders as long as they're paid. So they charge an arm and a leg as taxes, call their executions punishment for treason. Even those who never swore allegiance to Staglord, they're killed fast. They're lucky. If not, Dev, why don't you get started up when we finish our talk? No need to protect from the dark talk. I'm not some blind kitten, you know. I've seen what they do to people. Swan lowers her head. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits, but there are a few monsters of mind leadership, especially those close to the Staglord. Ox and Dovin from Nishrock come to mind. They like to make a show of the torturous executions. My husband and I, we saw the bodies. That's enough for bandits. Alright, so it's great for the bandits. Fear not, I'll stand between you and this scum. You are under my protection. Mario flexed her shoulders. Finally a fight. I was bored with all talking. Well, these aren't the heroics I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes had to start somewhere. Oh, my hair's on my face. I see you're not easily cowed. Checking my microphone real quick. The volume? Maybe? Cool. Let's go. I beg of you, be careful, and please don't let Oleg do anything too risky. So long, go hide inside. We're going to meet our guests. Yeah, let's kick some butt. Kobold team alive, what is this? Trap triggered. Crap, do I have my fire? Let's move these people over here. Alright, so Mara, I need you to go here.
Go down!
Valerie, go here.
Do not falter.
Okay, so you have poison. Let's go ahead and throw that here. And so let's go ahead and hit this guy. Someone's dead. So far we're doing alright. Perfect. Let's daze this guy. Heal her. There, heal up Mari.
We won't falter.
The guy's like, oh crap. The giant centipede. Oh, centipede died. Oh, missed.
No stopping now.
Empty tar pot. Collect all the loots. easy.
Onwards.
Let's talk to Oleg. Oleg is freaking helly, but he shakes his fist in the air menacingly. You guys got what you rats got what you deserved. Now they'll know better than to treat honest people like cattle. We should call Boken out before he freezes in the bushes. Now, my lord, head up onto the guest room. The second floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. And this is for your efforts. Now, don't offend me by turning it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest award. If there were more common practices in the world, I think life would be so much better. Got 100 coins. Need to talk to you. Okay, I guess not. Alright, I'm just gonna take all your stuff. Hope you don't mind.
March on.
Gonna take all your food.
It's just not my lucky day.
Aww. Like doll. Like doll. Like doll. Go to bed. So I'll have a little story part come up, so I'll have to try to read that. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it, you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out the window, and you find out that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream, and then...
Hear me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches toward you. Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian.
Dang.
Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
I'm glad my adventure begins with such a beautiful sight.
Beauty is so tender. It can so easily be crushed under the blows of cruel fate. But you can save it from being undone.
What do you want from me?
Aid. Salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings.
Dang.
My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog.
Flowers?
Soon, even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created.
This machine, I think.
But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you.
Oh no.
All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
All right, I understand. Farewell.
I don't believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
Nymph's whisper fades as she disappears. Stolen land. So we have to go to the Thornford. Safe location. There are no threats to locations. Stay at the headquarters. You can prepare your party for an expedition. Okay. Well, we aren't probably gonna get a new companion for a while, so don't worry about that. 3 charges on this, 3 charges on myself, and 3 charges on others. That's actually pretty good. Reflection bonus equal to their charisma bonus. Good day. I hope you're feeling alright after that battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time, but if you have a moment, I have a request. What did you want to tell me? Smile lowers her head. This is a very personal request. It may be not important enough for your time. I completely understand if you say no, but the first time the Stag Lord's thugs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring. Just tore it off my hand. It's just a trinket, really, but it meant so much to me. I remember every moment of the day. Oleg came to me with that ring in hand to ask if I'd marry him. I was standing in a fancy dress on the stairs of my father's home, fearing that I'd misheard something, or that I'd say something stupid and everyone around would laugh. If you happen to find my ring among the band's possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognize my name is engraved on the inside of the band. Solana drops her eyes, lowering her voice. There's one more thing. Among the bands there's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. In fact, she'd be extremely dangerous and cruel, but please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have a chance. I'd be glad to help, Solana. Tell me about yourself. How did you and your husband find the courage to establish trading posts in the stolen lands? It was Oleg's idea, though I supported him in it. We didn't realize how dangerous it was here, of course. In Rostov, everyone respects the Sword Lords, and everyone's accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandi could be enough to fend off a street thug or some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here, but not the Stag Lord's men. What can you tell me about the Stag Lord? He's not your average bandit. If no one stopped him, he'll turn the stolen lands to his personal kingdom, a kingdom of fear and oppression. Lawful good. It would be a kingdom of lawlessness. Once I've dealt with the Stag Lord, your life will improve. Can't thank you enough for the hope you've given me, but please be careful. The Stag Lord is extremely dangerous. You perform a lawful good action. Let's go. Sorry. Elf looks straight at you through the tangled hair falling over her face. Hey, you're the adventurer, right? You're seeking a fortune in the stolen lands? You aren't the only one of your kind here. Take my advice and keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes the one who call themselves your friends are more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious you started the day with a jug of wine. Who are you? Enore Eight Eyes. Once upon a time, I was famous throughout Absalom. Enore Eight Eyes of the Reckless Six. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later, and no one recognized you on the street anymore. What a shame. Would you like to join me? No, I have nothing to do already. You better manage on your own. You better manage on your own. Okay. Okay.
It is done.
Time to go. Greetings. Oleg seems to be in a good mood and greets you warmly. You certainly ruffled those villain's feathers. Well, anyway, a new day, new troubles. Have you seen the fog? Never seen anything like it before. The road to Rostov looks like someone spilled milk and just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through that syrup, not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me. I bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumor says he deals with all sorts of bad magic. Show me your wares. That's all this crap. You know, it's all probably worth nothing. That's not bad. 6 and 2s. Let's keep that. Excuse me. Keep that. Alright, so what does he have? Camping supplies and rations. There we go. Get 20 of those. Let's get, ooh, a new recipe. Oh man, that's so much, but that's so good. Crap. That's actually really good. it's good. We'll just take this. Like how I'm still not full health after resting. Tell me about the Stag Lord's gang and any other bandits operating in the area. The other gangs that are still here try their best to keep a low profile. As for the Stag Lord's men, well, most notable of them are 3 lieutenants. The old one's name's Icarus, from somewhere in Taldor. He's a fierce in a fight, but from what I hear, he isn't cruel by nature. The other 2, Dovin and Ox, usually seen together. Ox, a mountain of man with the mind of a 5-year-old, but a mean, bloodthirsty one. He's quite the fan of torture and bloody executions. Dovin, though, that's the one. This is snakes. One's a snake in a man's body. I hope to never meet him in the flesh. The rumors about him are more than enough for me. I need to take care of the Stag Lord. Do you know anything that can help me find him? It's quite the task you set yourself on. The Stag Lord has a fortress somewhere in the area. Only a few chosen from the most of his rabble are ever invited. The location of the fortress is a heavily guarded secret. And with this fog hanging around, I imagine it'd be even harder to find. Suppose you could try to follow the trail of those bands who attacked the post before. They came from the southwest, from the side of the Thorn River. The fortress might be there, or at least some large camp of theirs where you can find information. Can I help you in any way? Well, since you're asking, there's a cave nearby. I used to pick berries in there, but the place is open by spiders. The berries are red, look a lot like raspberries. Fangberries, I call them. I'd be real grateful if you gather a basket of them and brought them back. Just be quick. If you do, they spoil. They spoil quickly. I also need a bucket of moon radishes. They're a rare, mysterious plant. I don't know where to find them, but I know that kobolds gather them and value them highly. Not a huge deal, really. I'd do it myself if I were younger, but if you're willing, I'd pay you. 3 potions for the berries and a personal coins for the radishes. All right, I'll try to help. Just watch out, right? Don't eat someone's lunch. All right, I should go. All right, let's go ahead and head out.
No stopping now.
We're gonna go and get the bandits. I'll probably stream for another hour and 50 minutes, so I could probably do the bandit camp and the abandoned house, and we'd be pretty much caught up to where we were, minus the boar we have to kill later, but we'll see how far we get. Depends on really how much I have to do. Oh, I didn't do that one. Okay, okay. Oh, so it is 90 days. At arrival, stolen land. South of Thorn Ford. Okay, so can't travel there until I have to do the path, so couldn't avoid that random encounter. I think I know what it is though. This is scripted. Well, they're all kind of scripted, but this one's a little more important. The dear old man, a squalid coaling, shuffles up to you. His gray hair is unkempt, but he continually clenches and clenches his wrinkled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen and tugs at his beard. Strange weather. Invisible fog creeping out the woods. Soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and the moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting about, seemingly at random. I don't like this, old man. Looks like you're the kind to cast the evil eye. Who are you? Old man freezes for a moment. Remus. But that won't help you. But that won't help with the fog. Invisible fog? What does that mean? Invisible fog, does that mean you can find your way through it? The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. Fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. The old man wipes his head across his face and sighs wearily. But someone must look, and no one else can. What are you doing here? Old man raises his thick eyebrows curiously. I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. I should probably go. You hasten, you should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. Search for power, he'll find it. My rival, you mean Tertiusio? Old man tugs his beard again. He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him, and might, yet still. Can you tell me where he is now? He's in an old tomb south of the trading post. Thank you. Yeah, it's not linger. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bind to the claimer shall be binded, merged, and joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land and claiming its pain, claiming its death. Oh, I guess.
It is done.
Yeah, with a lot more reading, I have to drink a lot more water, which sucks because then you drink a lot of water, then you have to wake up in the middle of the night to go pee. So that's always fun. All right, check my volume. Go. Go south. Probably rest. Yeah, that's maybe our best combo right here. Rations needed total. Just use our rations. Yeah, this is the bandit camp is coming up in the Thorn Ford, so I want to make sure we're rested up and ready to go. I like how no one can freaking cook. I also didn't use my recipe, which I should have used. Alright, save game. Second Twitch. Here we go. The bandit camp is here. It's in the south side, I believe, that we did last night.
It is done. No stopping now.
Oh, edible moss. All right, that up.
Onwards.
Can't rotate the camera, so you get like these big trees in your way sometimes. You can't see anything. You see a tall, broad-shouldered man and prematurely gray-bearded with a decisive face. Everything about him, his stance, his gestures, indentations, radiance, confidence. I'm not here to listen to your complaints, your crazy plans, Kressel. We cannot fight Rostov. Lead your mighty's messenger alone. Follow your orders. You probably haven't even burned down that old house this stag seems to hate so much. Stagler just gonna hide in the fog forever? Kressel hisses angrily. If we do not show them our strength, they'll think this land belongs to them. When are we gonna do something worthwhile? Something more than just stealing from these spineless hogs? Stop to miss you, damn. Man, oh, you must be the guest from Rostov. Well, like always, I prefer to solve things face to face. I'm Irko's Izumrud, Stagler's right hand. Oh, we should talk. All I'm interested in is talking about the location of this Stagler's fortress. I doubt you'll get what you want from us. Those who would talk don't know. Those who know won't talk. Not even if you tortured us. Perhaps you can convince us. I can convince you to hear me out. And just what do you want to talk about? Sure, you heard many stories of the Stag Lord and his people. You probably think we're flesh-eating madmen. We're nothing of the sort, I assure you. We essentially want the same as those who sent you. Ownership of these lands and the right to take payment from those who live and work here. The stolen lands are part of Brevoy. Despite what anyone may think, my commander has just a right to these lands as Jamandi Aladori. Personally forbade Cressel's people from harming those at the trading post. They paid on time and worked dutifully, at least until you showed up and disturbed things. But despite that, does this really end in violence? Rostov is too far away to be able to efficiently control these lands, and I don't want anyone losing my people, so please, leave the Stag Lord be and leave in peace. Lawful good. Unfortunately, there could be no peace between me and the Stag Lord. I've seen too much. I won't allow him to keep robbing the settlers. Noble intentions, how familiar. Crystal's hand axe splits through the air. Enough talk. We won't make it to Stag Lord. Rest off, bootlicker. Just what we needed, Crystal. Stand down. Oh, he's leaving. Just what we needed, Crystal. Stand down. Well, do whatever you wish, but know that I won't be helping you.
Pose? I need inspiration. Serves you right.
Yeah! Tear them apart!
Let us strike as one!
Okay. There's some poison on these guys. Oof.
You deserved it.
This won't kill me.
Hold on. No!
Survive. I always survive.
Dang it.
We can do it.
Any last wishes?
Behind self. Oh my gosh. Did something.
I won't give up.
Okay.
Strike with all your might.
He dead? I think Centipede's dead.
They go down!
Oh, that miss. That missed. There we go, got him.
This is where I step in. What a miserable last chapter.
I'm wounded. We won't falter.
Do not falter!
Can I actually switch weapons or I have to climb up here?
Can it be the end?
Onwards!
She's
Save the hungry!
Which way is it going? I don't know. It's shooting me everywhere. That's funny. Guess we can try this. Did.
March on.
Did. Search belongings for valuable information or valuables. See a perception check. You find a cache under all closed blanks, open a lid, see a hollow box of bottles, wine for the stag lord. Do not dare steal, you fools. Make sure you rot. Take the wine.
No stopping now.
Anything else?
It is done.
You see a dark-haired man about 45 through the wrinkles in his face make him look like 60 at first sight. He's currently a prisoner judging from his tied hands. He slouches a bit, squinting short-sightedly at the light as he moves his lips through, speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head up and notices you. As he notices you. Praise Aristotle, someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Javad Kraven, a priest of Aristotle from Galt. Those bandits attacked me as I was crossing the river. Said they wanted to take me to their leader. Make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted by Aristotle is meant to help honest people, not robbers. Release jaw. I'm glad I could help. Oh, these times, to be surprised to meet an honest man as to see Manticore at a vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I've exhausted my supply of prayers, but I'm glad you're paid in the future once I've restored my strength. Come to me if you ever need to be healed or blessed. I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle the mission given me by Aristotle on my own. How can I search for the temple when the bandits around here won't let me take a single step? I'll head to the trading post to rest and think what to do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of the Temple of the Elk, come inform old Jod. My gratitude knows no bounds. Alright. Go ahead and rest. Okay, so we have ingredients. That's good. We'll use rations. Interesting.
Why did you leave your home? Do any traveling bards ever live happily ever after? Or did you hope to earn your glory, singing songs in taverns?
You don't appreciate your happiness. You've been surrounded by books, paintings, poets, and singers since you were a child. In our village, the only entertainments we had were tavern fights and harvest dance parties.
Ooh, harvest me dance parties.
If I stayed there.
At least we healed.
Follow me.
You still here? Alright, let's go and look around. Still have a good section of the map left over, so let's go ahead and
no stopping now.
see what we can find.
This requires your attention.
Anything is possible. Applause, please. Nice. And so they walked on.
Assuming there's no other stuff here, so another. Okay.
Onwards.
What troubles you?
Totally missed this trap.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Gosh dang it. Attack the dog. Wow, everyone's missing. Oh, here's some herbs.
Just letting the ink dry.
Alright, heal yourself.
Yes.
Adventures await.
Dang, these lay on hands is not very strong. Need more charisma skill, whatever that will, however I get that, I guess leveling up. Straight card weapon marks along the sides. Yeah, let's go up north, I guess. Yep, right here.
Bring it! Blood for Gorum!
What's that?
Got him.
Strike with all your might!
Miss, boom. Oh, let's see what this guy has.
It is done.
Good. Can't really see anything, but yeah, you can't rotate the camera, so if there's like something behind those big trees, you can't really do anything about it. It doesn't look like there's anything else. Let's go ahead and walk down here. I thought the exit was over here. And it is. I'm not sure if we can make it to the abandoned house. Probably not without resting, but we'll get try to. Probably get right before it, and then we could probably have to rest. Follow the river.
Resting would be
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that's gonna happen.
Don't you think?
Don't you think? I don't know, y'all keep ruining my wings. Y'all are trash cooks. Alright, here's the abandoned hut that the druid, or the little deity person, wanted us to go to.
It is done.
Booty above everything.
No stopping now.
Good chest to say. Father, please look for the herbs you asked for. There is enough. Silence, you forget the rules. Speak when I say, do as I say. Discipline leads to punishment, and you have disobeyed twice. But Father, 3 times. Ah. Enough, I can't. Enough. Hey, what? Daddy issues.
Onwards.
Oh, here we go. Let's duck for food.
March on. Charge!
The ferocious wolf. Come on, Lindsay. Oh my gosh. I'll suck.
I won't give up. Can it be?
Ouch. Oh, they both focused him. Alright, well, I don't know why you're missing. Hit.
Serves you right.
My centipede dead? Yeah, my centipede's dead.
No stopping now.
Okay. Much further down here, so let's go back up. How much potions do I have? Oh, I have 18. Pass these things around. Probably gonna take a lot of them.
I stand ready.
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious?
Oh, what do we kill?
Something more simple, like Lindsay the Great. Maybe Lindsay the Indecisive.
Alright.
It is done.
I used one potion, so I'm not too upset about that. Where have you been? I told you to prepare for everything for the ritual. You will never give me orders again. What? Well then, summon your power. Maybe you'd like to try acid. I'm not your slave any longer. Not your toy. Yep, daddy issues. Not your son. Kicks him. Kicks him again. Enough. I won't kill you. Your powers will be of use to me. From now on, you will do as I say. Speak when I say. Just finish.
Follow me.
Guy had daddy issues. You never know.
I have been waiting for you. The flowers, birds, and wind told me you would come. Oh, my poor flowers. They will perish before long in this bog.
It seems only you can see or hear the nymph.
Ooh, mysterious talk with nobody.
The druid's note mentioned a cache she created using herbs. Do you know anything about that?
I know little of the magic of people, but there is a trick we nymphs love to use. Herbs and flowers can keep secrets, as well as reveal them. Place a herb in a chest you wish to hide. It will conceal the treasure from strangers' eyes. Place the herb there again, and it will reveal what was hidden. If the druid used this trick, he probably chose simple herbs, likely those that can be found nearby.
Had a strange vision. A young man, an old druid who tortured him. Then they exchanged roles.
Yes, yes. The soil, water, and stones here are infused with toxic pain and fear. They poison this place as we speak. You have seen where your enemy's journey began. The one called Stag Lord was once the victim of a cruel madman, and has since become one himself. You see now how monsters are born. But what comes of regret for a thing you cannot change? There is no time to be lost. We must do away with the fog quickly.
Tell me what to do next.
Search the area around the hut. Try to find anything that remained of the druid who lived here. I am sure the fog is his doing. This suffocating veil is as vicious as his nature. We should learn more about the fog and the ritual through which it was created. Return to me if you find anything. The past may hide the answers that shape the future.
I'll return later. Farewell.
I will be waiting.
Dialogue.
No stopping now.
Here's a herb thing.
What's that?
Notes. Ultimate and wicked gloomy place. The Temple of the Elk is a
You come again. Did you find
found the
something?
druid's notes. They mentioned a Temple of the Elk. Can you help us?
An ancient temple. The temple of the stag god. Yes, yes, that must be it. The place of power where the druid created the fog. Perhaps we'll be able to cleanse it from there. The temple hides in the thicket not far from here. You'll need to go there and purge the place of whatever evil still lingers there, summoned by the druid's sinister ritual. Take care.
Take care.
You are my only hope.
You're my only hope. Everyone can help you. Let me ask you something else.
Then hasten. Time is of the essence.
Tell me about yourself. I'd like to know more about my ally.
Do you really wish to know?
Boo.
Fine. I'll tell you a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there lived a young nymph. She lived in an enchanted forest where 1,000 birds sung day and night.
Oh gosh, birds singing at night
where
would be
the
terrible.
sun often left a spark or two hanging in the tree crowns, and where the starlight fell on sleepy glades like a glowing soft haze. The young nymph loved simple things, like sitting by the stream with her friends, braiding each other's hair and adorning their braids with crystals made of dew, or watching the flowers blooming. But inside her soul, the young nymph dreamed of something more. Oh, dreams. Nothing in any world can live without them. Even a seed that falls in fertile soil cannot sprout without the dream of the sun. The same was true for our nymph. She wished to turn her enchanted forest into a true fairy tale kingdom and fill it with thousands of wonders. But plans so ambitious rarely go unnoticed by greater powers. Those greater powers decided to punish the nymph for her boldness. They sent a horrible monster to poison the enchanted forest and kill the singing birds. The nymph was forced to flee, and finally she found shelter here in the stolen lands.
Interesting.
Here she hoped to sprout the seeds of a new dream, even as she mourned the dream she'd lost. But then the magic mist appeared, killing everything that lived. And the nymph cast about, desperately searching for help. So far, these are the fairy tale's final words. But I hope this is not the end just yet.
Would you be willing to share details of your story about these evil powers, the enchanted forest, the monster?
One day, perhaps. Perhaps I will tell you more. But it doesn't matter now. We need to concentrate on the problems at our doorstep.
It's clear now, for real.
March on!
I was hoping she was going to give us some tips on how to disenchant some of those monsters. I don't say disenchant, but there's a massive concealment spell on the animals and stuff, whatever is by the temple. So it'd be very beneficial.
Blood for Golem!
Oh.
Let us strike as one!
Oof. Yeah, I don't really think y'all be missing. Culinary herbs dried out long ago. I wonder. Oh, I didn't pay attention to. Didn't pay attention to the herbs we got, but I'm thinking it's these. Yeah, but moss sounds like it'd be something too. No, that wouldn't work. I wonder if it's in the druid's notes. Oh, here we go. Ooh, look at that. Took my herbs though, but I'll take that. Okay, so let's look at the inventory. Make sure my guy's decked out. Masterwork Bastard Sword. This is a short sword. 2 to 7 damage. Martial Proficiency Group. Both attack and damage rolls. This is a 1 in 6 slashing plus 1 enhancement. I think that'd be good for her. Because it has, you know, it's not as varied as the other one, but it does have that's a 1 in 10. Yes, this is a 1 in 10, and this is a 1 in 8, and the damage is 2 in 7. And there's a damage on a buff to attack and hit rolls. So
no stopping now.
That's crazy. I didn't get that in my other playthrough. I didn't go down enough to get that wolf. That's actually a really good sword for her. I think it'd be a little bit more consistent in the hits. Let's go to the trading post and turn in the quest, and then we'll see if we have anything that'll help us in that battle. We actually may get the boar quest as well, so we get the boar quest, try to level up, and then temple the elk. So we're still a decent away.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Sure. Armor. Better at camouflage than anyone else. I have to do it for camouflage. +5, +1. Watch would be good here. +1, +5. Let's try this. We have our rations, so we should be good. We don't have to hunt. We have 14 rations. That's a resource I think we can eventually get later. Oh, now Steam says I'm live. Weird. I haven't noticed it says up there in the right corner it says Steam says I'm live. I haven't hooked it to OBS either.
It is done.
So I didn't actually know if it was if anyone's watching, but it is there. Listen there as well, since you dispatched man such skill, maybe you can help with this, no problem. It's a feral swine living here in the woods, not a normal wild pig. We're talking about a vicious boar, as big as a bear, wicked as the devil. Locals call him Tuskgutter. Many hunters have lost life and limb to him. Bucko Brinson found his lair and went to kill the beast, but came back with one leg. He put a bounty on the boar's head, but looks like there aren't many heroes around here bold enough to claim it. Maybe you will rid us of this monster. Mara livens up. Hey, we're better than local wussies, right? Want back and chop off this Tuskgutter's snout with a single swing? Come on, let's find out. Alright, let's go kill this Tuskgutter. Alright, layers revealed.
No stopping now.
That should be worse. Master. Oh, wait, hold on. Masterwork. Let's keep that real quick. Masterwork Bastard Sword. We'll keep that. Masterwork Hand Axe too. We'll keep that too. Heavy Mace. Is this the Masterwork? No, it's just a regular one. We'll sell that then. Masterwork hand axes right here. Masterwork gives them +1, I believe. Building it is a what? Yeah, one attack roll. Thing is, I don't know if attack rolls, if there's 2 die for each weapon, or if it's 1 die for each weapon, or 1 die for both weapons, or is it a die for each weapon? I guess would be my question. Ooh, wait, hold on. I don't want to sell this. Let's go back to our inventory. Oh, wow. Heck yeah. Switching that out for her. This is a great axe. So this is what I'm talking about. I think this is probably not the greatest, so we'll do this. Okay, whatever, can't do that. Sell this, keep this stupid torch. This lightwork masterwork 1 out of 6. Just gonna do 2 axes. I think it'd be better to do 2 of the same weapon, because then I can do like proficiency. Chain a great sword. Okay, I have that right now. It's a long sword, one-handed, 1 out of 8. Switch weapon sets, see what this does. Heavy mace, one-handed. Masterworks, we do get a +1. Go ahead and switch that out. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep the masterwork stuff, just so we get that +1 on the attack rolls. Super important. Yeah, let's go back and talk to him again. So this is a merchant pay well for it. Merchant will pay well. Well, I gotta say pay well, and it's like 20 silver or whatever, 20 whatever. We're keeping these, so yeah, it's like 50 total. It's like nothing. Okay, so we have 1100 gold. Masterwork, dwarven hand axe. A blade. What do you have? Do you have an upgraded weapon? You do not, though. You have an upgraded weapon. I do not. So I either need a 2-handed weapon, or I think I should give her a ranged weapon. They have a upgraded ranged weapon. This actually would be decent. This is a 110 though. A 1-8. Range, critical hit, proficiency group. 1 out of 8. But has a 3 times critical hit. Let's do that. So now we have I think you are still good, right? That. All simple weapons. I assume this is a simple weapon. Martial. Attack attack +4, dexterity and size. So main hand is right now 1/1, so it's a 5 for dexterity, size, and other. Inquisitor proficiencies. Martial proficiency group. The bonus attack roll. Alright, base attack bonus. This is one between 1 and 5. But a critical, we could crit. Sure. A letter for AC. Ray and touch. Nice base bonus, my creature base bonus. That's all we can really do. Our proficiencies. Cantrips. Bardic knowledge. Alright, let's go rest. Oh, we need to get the ring back. Found your ring, said Lana. Cressel, the bandit woman who had tried to kill me and died in the fight. Suppose I show you the truth about her. Cressel wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irina before all this. She was the daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. Wait. She was the daughter of my mother. Her second husband, my half-sister. Can't help but feel like everything happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She wandered through the streets hanging out with a bad crowd until the day she passed. Well, they complained about Irina constantly. Back then it was just cool games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Rostov. Her father didn't live much longer than her mother, so I decided to trouble Irina, brought her here to the Stolen Lands. Their Oleg was against it. Once here, she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bands were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Rostov's softies. She ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. So she participated in the torture, execution, and prison alongside his daughter's minions. And now, being such an end, I realized you did what you had to do. Perhaps it's all for the best, but still, I wonder if everything could turn out differently. So on Listerhead, thank you for returning to ring me. I truly appreciate it. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a little while. Camping supplies 10, have 45 experience. Okay. Let's go ahead and sleep.
March on.
Sleep, go kill the boar, probably die 50 times, and then we'll call it a night. Kind of annoyed resting doesn't actually heal you that much, I should say. Alright, game. It's time to go.
No stopping now.
Gathering our party. So the boar guy is in the western part of the map. May take a couple days to get there though. Just hope we don't run into that skeleton guy again. Even though I may have a better chance than last time, just because... Oh wow. He's way down there. Trailblazing a new path. Gonna try to get him. I could try to avoid all that nonsense, but we need a level, and so depending on what it is. Thing is, we ran into Undead Champion last time.
You make an epic pose.
And I think this time we're actually a little bit better suited because I have a Paladin.
We can do it.
And that Paladin can smite the undead. Oh wow, there's another one. That guy is taking shots from downtown over here.
This won't kill me.
Of course, critical
I
freaking
always
hit.
survive.
What a miserable last chapter.
Can it be the end?
Wow. Just got pooped on. Yeah, it's a lot more people than we not expected. Doesn't help that you missed the whole time. Feel free to hit her. You know, no big deal. $17 armor class.
I can't keep this up much longer.
I can't do anything.
Avenge me.
Too many. That and they can shoot from like downtown. They always hit you, and then my people are like, "Oh, I can't shoot. 2 feet away from you." My evil.
We can do it.
Tear them apart! They go down!
Let us strike as one.
This won't kill me.
Do a potion here.
Strike with all your might.
Okay, got these. Mari, need you to go up here. Valerie up here.
I'll survive. I always survive.
Go. Where are you going? Attack.
Do not falter.
Sitting there. Goodness. Oh my gosh.
I won't give up.
Finally, goodness. Ridiculous. Got a fortitude save. Of course he would have fortitude save. Of course he would.
It is done.
Yes, it is. Finally. Goodness.
I am yours to command.
Anything else here? Probably not.
No stopping now.
Adventures call to them.
This is my path.
Down hands. But piss poor roll. With the action plan points. The max is 6.
Onwards.
Alright, I want to save up my potions. We may try to avoid the next battle. I'm sure we'll have some unavoidable fight and RNG will royally screw us over.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Weapons. We have no party meal, cooking DC, maintain armor. Do stealth, could do cooking. Roll value. See if this works. I don't know. Be like The Sims and get a freaking cooking book. Oh gosh. If it says stupid wizards again, I'm just gonna load the save. Those wizards are ridiculous. Absolutely overpowered and ridiculous. If it's the wizards I'm thinking about. It is. So dumb. Hey there, sorry, come on, look at this one. What will he do? This one I suppose, but I don't like his snout. This new transfer from the technic lead. Our slave died. We need to replace him. One of you will come with us. Rest of you can free to go. Our advice against resistance to be a quick trip for kill every one of you. Gonna attack.
Let us strike as one. Yes.
Okay. Undo.
Survive.
No, we didn't have a summon.
A miserable last chapter.
Yeah, ridiculous. Ridiculous. I remember them last night. Not sure if there's even a way around it, to be honest. Really frustrating thing. I just call it a night right now. Yes. Probably the wizards again. It's the Wizards again. I'm probably just gonna call it a night. Kind of tired. Okay. Well, appreciate everyone watching. Thank you for joining. Started a new game, so it's kind of repetitive from the last 3 nights, or 2 nights, I guess.